Yeah, we're live.
Okay, I don't know why Solaire Club didn't pick Kraken because we know that Army of Mums plays that hero. Cthulhu. I'm not gonna say more, but and he's a really strong hero.
I think everybody knows Army of Mums plays that hero.
You don't always expect a Magnus and a Kraken, right? So maybe they thought that it was a free, like, other pick for them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense to a certain extent, but I do think that Magnus and Kraken work really well together. It's like a Magnus stun into a Kraken ulti is always 100% thing.
True.
Magnus and Kraken, yeah, they work great together, and they're so powerful. If you can take away both of those heroes from the other team without having to use bans, that's fantastic. Like, I don't know.
Well, I mean, what you can do pretty much is even like man up with a Magnus and then still have a jungler, even if it's Ophelia or Parasite. You can man up and then Kraken solo middle, and then you have a solo carry, and that's especially what Reason likes to play. Actually, like they love having Imba Boy solo as Puppet Master because he'll win. He will win every single time.
Yeah. And first pick Rhapsody, like 3 cycles ago, I would have done that. Yeah. Now, I'm much less on board.
And it's funny because he's not really been changed that much.
No, it's people gotta just kill the Rhapsody and like she dies real fast.
Guys, SolC is the new hype.
I don't like SolC.
How do you not like SolC?
What about Bramble? What about Bramble? Didn't you guys pick Bramble?
Oh yeah, we picked Bramble, but that's because Bramble's a great hero. He's really strong, and people just don't realize it yet.
He is strong, and people don't realize it, but I don't think he's that strong. I think he's occasionally worth picking up, not constantly worth picking up. But my problem with SolC is she can't lane, and she's just has issues.
That's
she's
the issues
annoying,
that
but
we've been attempting to fix at Primicris. Just like I've been thinking about it a lot, like theory crafting. Like, what could you do with SolC? Like, I think it'd be possible for you to put SolC as like the pulling thing, like what Willowkeeper does. That when you reach that level 4 or 3, whichever one it is, sometimes you get lucky. You can deceive behind an enemy, or even just up to them in mid if it's a 1v1, and it's usually a kill because entrapment is really long at level 2. It's 2 seconds. I think it's worth it, and you can even start to duel mid because SolC with a stun like a Magnus or even a Meraxis or anything like that, you will always hit entrapment, and in that case the enemy can't do much. Like, I don't think it's weak in lane at all because entrapment is just such a nice ability.
I think it is weak in lane. Whether or not you can compensate for those weaknesses is a different thing, but yeah, it's definitely weak in lane.
Okay, Jack.
Shark attack.
Thanks, Priceless. That was pretty funny. But yes, there's a game going on, and they did first couple of bans. Ophelia Parasite for Imba Boy, Cthulhu and Swiftblade were banned out by Justman. That leads into Magnus Kraken, Engineer, and then a Behemoth 4th pick for Legion. And Nier's Behemoth apparently is like ridiculously good, so people have been banning Behe against Reason recently.
Oh, that's why Sync is doing that, huh?
Yeah, that's why Sync's doing that. Justman gonna pick up Rhapsody, Gauntlet, and Tempest, waiting on his 4th pick. Second stage of bans were Defiler, Balfagor, and Silhouette for Imba Boy, as well as Dr. Repulsor, Puppet Master, and Revenant for Justman. So, figuring out Puppet Master, don't give it to Imba Boy, and
yeah, I really don't like this draft from the Hellborn side.
Where's the damage?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, you look at the Legion draft, they have Magnus, Behemoth, even Engineer does damage, and then Kraken on top of that, pretty nice. And Corrupt Disciple also does a shit ton of damage if you let him.
Yeah, if you have the lockdown.
Yeah.
And they have a good team for that.
And clearly they do.
They clearly have they have a good team. They have a good team.
I don't know what they could pick here to, like... I guess
that's about as good as it's gonna get.
That was actually nice. I like that a lot.
Yeah. If you need a massive damage dealing hero, I'm not sure if you can do much better than Oogie.
Yep.
And they're gonna have relatively strong lanes.
Thunderbringer team.
No.
No, but I would have actually liked to see even maybe a Plague Rider instead of the bubbles, just to bring that extra damage. You don't like Plague Rider?
I don't like Plague Rider in general. I think if they were looking at an Oogie pick, Bubbles works a lot better than Plague Rider does. Because he's going to have more
but
of the
since
CC.
they wanted to pick a different hero instead of Oogie. I know that Cannon Dwarf can play it, but Plague Rider does add some nice damage, especially with the lockdown from the Tempest and Gauntlet. I could see it working, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of see it as better against like certain types of carries. Like a CD will like maybe get phase boost and chase you down, but like I don't know, like a Ravenor or something, like you just reduce their farm with Plague Rider. I mean, I don't know. I just like Plague Rider for like hard carry versus hard carry because you're just gonna have like gold advantage.
Yeah, I'm talking more about mid game though, not really about the laning, because Bubbles is going to get absolutely wrecked by a CD. And Plague would actually stand a chance because he manages to get lane control instantly.
How is Plague?
Whoa,
how is
Congar.
Bubbles going to get wrecked by CD? And Solaire Club's doing
because-
Congar. What a surprise! He can cancel Link with take cover.
No, you can't.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
That doesn't cancel take
I think
Link. I'm pretty sure it does.
I think you probably can.
No, it doesn't.
No, I trust in short game.
He seems very confident, but
I'm
You
very
sound like a
confident.
liar. You sound like a liar, but I trust you.
I'm not so sure about how confident he should be. But that's where Kraken was. He was hiding. But Solaire Club, yeah, gonna go
I
for
think
level
the-
Kong. They might find them, and they might
Run.
find them in a very,
Oh,
very, very
run.
bad position. Yeah, they see him.
That... Oh, no. Didn't block him off.
Yeah, got close.
Hello there.
Alright.
I love
Clearly
that.
they haven't practiced that because there wasn't enough damage.
Nope.
Even if they had this like 20 seconds, it wouldn't have been enough.
Has not worked this cycle. Can Gaunt kill Kong? What the fuck?
Yeah. Do people not know about Enfeeble? Really, Near?
Like, they're just joking around,
Okay.
Quincy.
I don't know. Maybe they're dumb.
Wow. Jessamine actually got that last hit. Kudos. He got right the last with that
What a
hatchet.
hatchet.
My god.
Top lane Rhapsody
Okay.
gonna try to zone out this Kraken. So we're gonna top lane Oogie and Rhapsody versus Kraken, and I think Kraken's
And
gonna be
check it
mostly
out.
okay here.
Look at what
Behe thinks he's on Willowkeeper.
Yeah, he thinks he's Root of Z.
Yeah, he thinks he's Root of Z. I actually do like Behemoth in this role because he can gank
Yeah.
mid really easily. But I just like it less because I feel that this gives Bubbles an unneeded advantage. Like,
Yeah, it does let him get
when-
that.
But okay, here. He's just gonna go do that for the entire game with W. Bubbles is already missing 10 damage, and it might not seem like a big deal, but it is. He's not gonna be able to last it versus CD
This
or
early
Mana.
on, yeah, you can't. And CD gonna try some auto attacks here, and comes out a little bit ahead.
Hopefully we will get to see if Shorkan is a liar soon.
I think he very well might be.
Actually, we have to
I'm
wait
not-
20 seconds.
Well, he's got to take cover now. So,
It's just gonna we're just
on,
gonna
Imboy.
have to wait and see.
come on in,
Come on,
boy.
Imboy. 6 seconds.
Have you actually tested this, or are you just guessing?
I know this.
He knows.
Well, no link.
Come on, CD. Come on, Imboy. Do it.
Steal
He's
his
not gonna do
damage.
it now. He's gonna wait for a lane advantage, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna take like 30 seconds for him to do it.
So Army of Bumps isn't playing Kraken. We barely mentioned that, but it's pretty important. I saw him playing Bubbles earlier. Actually, he did pretty well, which was kind of funny because
They always pick Kraken for
Yeah.
him. Always.
it's a little bit weird.
Always. And it's always suicide, which I actually don't think is the best place
He's
for
not-
Kraken to
Yeah, I
be.
agree.
Like in a 1v1 he can be decent, but the whole point of Kraken is like if the lane is too long, like going suicide for example, it's very easy to get out harassed by any support. Okay, look. Is he gonna take cover?
Yeah, he put the link down, but he's not taking cover. He just ran out.
It's because he knows. It's because he knows that it doesn't cancel it. He knows. Army of Mama knows.
Did I really miss it?
He didn't take cover, so we verified nothing.
Damn it,
saying.
Quincy. Just trust me for once.
Never.
I guess I don't. I trust you, but I don't understand why it would take off empath link and
Right, like, it seems like that's a
shit
thing
like
that should...
that. But
It makes no sense.
are you saying that corrupted link is like tongue-tied? Can't pick cover it?
Yeah, but like, tongue-tied is...
Is it stunned?
Right.
Pretty much. Or however they're gonna. What do they call it? Like an immobilize, a perplex, and like a silence or something?
Well, perplex is a silence.
Yeah, maybe it's
Yeah.
not a stun. Huh? Maybe it just
Perplex is
does.
for the items. Perplex is for
Maybe
the
it does
items.
all the things combined instead of stun.
Perplex silences you and silences your items. There's nothing
Yeah.
that just silences your items.
Okay. They're like, what is it? Like, perplex equals that and that. Yeah. Something about mutually exclusive. Or something.
Perplex strongly dominates silence because it does everything that silence does and more. And
It sounds cooler.
but
So you're
it's
telling me
redundant.
silence
Yes, it's
doesn't
redundant to
stack
say
with
that you're
perplex.
silenced and perplexed.
Yeah, I know, but never mind. Is he gonna put the link? Okay, can he take cover? Is he gonna try
There's
to
the
take
link.
cover? He's
Come
not.
on.
He's not taking cover. He knows. He knows.
Maybe he's just dumb. Again,
He might be
Quincy-
he's
dumb.
dumb.
He knows. Oh my god. Poor
Is he gonna
bubbles.
auto? Oh my god.
Yeah, he's
Why
getting
wouldn't you auto
beaten
take
down.
cover one of those hits? Like, come on. Why do you level take cover and you don't even use it?
Anyway, Behe's still going on Tempest in the Hellborn Woods. That's going to be the Bloodlust. We'll see if Gauntlet can get a counter kill. Yeah, he can, so Price is going to pay for that, but obviously in favor of Reason Gaming. And Behe could be in some trouble as well. Tempest Millions are there as well, so that's going to be a double tap for Drispin. Not bad. It's going to give him some recovery in the lane as well, because he's at 240 GPM even after that, compared to Bray at 440 gold per minute, thanks to the Bloodlust, but still doing pretty damn well in the CS.
Yo, Quincy, you should upgrade your computer because I was way ahead of you.
Yeah, me too.
Well,
Also, why is the CD like doesn't like to use mana?
yeah, it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, there we
He
go.
could just use his Q. Okay, now I slowed down a bit so that Quincy
Yeah.
could catch
I'm at 521, 22, 23, 24.
24.
Alright, I'll go
Yeah.
back 5 seconds.
Sometimes the post-draft load can load at different times for different people, alright? I'm faster than some people's computers, and I'm slower than other people's
you're
computers.
just slow.
My computer is 4.5 years old, alright? And I'm running a bunch of software so that I can stream.
We're very happy that you stream.
Hey, my computer is beautiful and I love it.
I really like
making fun
CP,
of it.
by the way. I really like
Ugh,
the hero CP, especially with the staff. How do you not like it? The staff
CC.
effect... Okay, but does... Okay, I can't call any carry on the top of my... Okay, Clanks. Does Clanks have CC?
No, but his damage output is better and he has an escape mechanism.
But Clanks takes longer to get going, whereas on CD you have a tank
I
here.
don't think he takes longer to get going at all.
I mean, I guess Corrupted's escape is that he purges people that target him, right?
Like, he's just fast. The only carry that I think you can compare to Corrupted Disciple in terms of no CC and no escape mech is SolStealer, but SolStealer's damage is just better.
Okay,
And
but
he's a better farmer.
thing with CD though is that you win against anyone 1v1, pretty much,
Yes.
because of Corrupt Conduit, and he becomes terribly tanky if I think you build him in the right way. If you get a staff on Corrupt Disciple in the mid game, he's kind of unstoppable because he'll have about 1800 health if he also has the Steam Boots and the Energizer, which is very likely.
The lane
That-
Kraken is dead.
Yeah, nice hook from Jisman. But what I was saying about CD is that once you get that staff, I feel that he's a really strong hero. Not a lot of people have been picking up staff on him, but it's such a great item. It keeps everyone on the enemy team at negative armor, pretty much.
Yep.
Yeah.
If the team fight goes long enough, and you like if you have a physical team, like even if it's just a Kraken, it's just insane. Even if it's just CD, I would really like them to change Electric Tide to make it physical damage, but maybe that would be too much to ask for.
Okay, I will list all the problems that I have with CD. Obviously,
know.
his he doesn't have CC tools, which is a pretty big deal. Almost all other carries have some form of stun, slow, or crowd control mechanism. Secondly, he does not have an escape mechanism, which means that catching him can be slightly easier than many other carries. thirdly, the thing he's best at is being an anti-carry. As you said, he wins 1v1, so if he can get in there and steal all the damage from the opposing team's carry, then he does great. The problem is that doesn't tend to work out particularly well, and anti-carries aren't really a thing in HoN because of how team fight oriented the game is currently. It's just not easy for him to do that in a team fight. For him to get in on the other team's carry, get a bunch of damage, and then get out. I think if you run him more in the role that Razor gets run in Dota 2 as a mid hero, or maybe even as a long lane hero, not as your primary farmer, something that's there to address an extremely hard carry on the other team, he would be much, much better. But Behemoth is going to drop a fat ult down these heroes.
Yeah.
And I'm just waiting for it.
This is gonna be. Oh wow.
They don't want
they
it.
knew? How much time does Behe have?
He can't have very much time left. He's been running around his invis. He's got 27 seconds, so maybe he has a while. And they're gonna spot this, so Solaire Club think they're being sneaky, and they're not really so much.
Top of that, Behe? What are you doing?
Oh, Magnus goes away from the middle.
Oh, this is. Oh no! Oh god, Tempest. You don't have boots. You are in trouble, bro.
This is real bad. There's the BE ult and the fissure. We'll see if they have enough damage. Tempest ultimate actually gonna lock everybody down, and I don't know about this for Legion anymore. 2 dead right off the bat. They didn't have the counter. Kraken needed to hit level 6 before that happened. They will be able to kill Army of Mums on the bubbles as Corrupted Disciple and Magnus rotate over, but they had it. They had the jump. Kraken was not level 6. They needed level 6.
Yeah, like, Kraken. Why was their team not there?
Yeah, I don't know. Like one CD port, and that would have been a Tempest. He did port in the end, but I mean, it was too little, too late.
CD or Magnus, it didn't matter. But Solaire Club had a ward up here too, so they saw ports coming in.
Yeah, I guess that.
But at that point, you have a Behemoth Invis who can lock them into the woods with his stun or just by body blocking, and then the Tempest wouldn't have gotten away, especially because he didn't have boots, as I mentioned, which was a pretty big deal, in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's definitely a bit of a misplay from Reason, and Solaire Club will capitalize. They're actually up 2.5k gold and 1.8k experience, so I think the general consensus is Reason is substantially better teams than Solaire Club, and they shouldn't have too much difficulty winning this series. But SolC taking some early advantages, not bad. And Cannondorf on that Oogie is at 420 gold per minute. So
yeah, he's doing well.
Yep.
That GPM is only going to like get better if he's allowed to farm, because I feel that Tempest is taking a bit too much in the woods. I know he has to get his Astral level up so that they can fight early on, but I would really like to see some stacks, especially of the Ancients.
Yeah, just thinking the same thing. This Tarquake should allow him to take Ancients relatively quickly, especially with Bubbles and Rhapsody helping him out. And
interesting though that Oogie has not leveled his W.
no, and this is something I think we've seen from Solaire, from Cannondorf particularly before, and the current build apparently is wanting to Tarquake max the other two abilities because you can use Conflagrate to get yourself back in range, and you just need a small slow from Tarquake, but like this is alright.
This is this is like the Beaver Banger build, right?
I don't know. I don't pay that much attention.
Everyone flames him for going Tarquake instead of hands in the air.
No, I thought his build was the Conflagrate build, wasn't it?
No.
And it was weird. Everybody's like, aren't you supposed to max Tarquake?
I think no. Who was it on Willowkeeper where their swap where it was maxing Conflagrate so that he could farm woods?
Yeah.
Balthazar was doing that so that he could farm really fast with Oogie. But the way Certus actually does it is he does max the Tarquake first because it's really good for taking out hard camps and stuff. Yeah, stacks especially because Conflagrate just takes too long. Especially when you don't have that much maximum mana. And he then like swaps between Conflagrate and Kindled Fury.
Bubbles, real dead. And look with the counter the Gauntlet Blast. Look back in, they're gonna get a counter kill on Bray and the Magnus. That's actually a pretty great trade for Solaire Club. As the brand new Portal Key on Magnus gets them a kill, but they respond excellently onto him. And now Bubbles is actually bought back. And looking for a counter. They do have a level 2, level 1 key Kelp Field.
He has Icon. They want to fight right now.
Yeah, Oogie is looking
This
for
is the
some
right choice.
engagement. There's a 3-man kelp field, and this could be an interesting fight. Release Kraken though. On to Oogie,
Oh, that's
gonna
a
eat
good-
the dance sword from Rhapsody to try to help get himself out of there. Engineer's gonna be in a little trouble. Nice hook on to Corrupt Disciple. Looks like they'll be able to chase him down, and CD gonna fall right off the bat. And in this situation, well, Oogie gonna try to lock down on the bubbles. Yeah, buybacks all over the place coming in, but he canceled the port. Imboy canceled the port. That's not good. Engineer is gonna fall. Core charges up on the icon for Cannondorf. Okay, so can I go back to why Corrupted Disciple is a bad hero? In this game especially, what's he gonna do? Oogie does not care about losing his auto attack damage.
Yeah, okay, but Oogie is just a really good counter pick, specifically versus
He is.
The
C.
Hellborn had
Yes.
destroyed a Legion tower.
But I think this goes back to my point of heavy magic damage teams. Corrupted Disciple doesn't do too much. Now he is a very good Shrunken carrier, so that's gonna be nice. But
Well, I just also feel that Gauntlet shouldn't have done nearly as well in mid. Like he has a PK before the
Yeah.
Magnus. Oh, at the same time
About
as
the same
Magnus.
time.
So it was, what was it? A dual mid versus a solo mid. Yet Gauntlet manages to be higher level, have a PK and investments and a bottle and steam boots, which is pretty much more than what Magnus has. I mean, looking at the GPM charts, Embraer
really
does
close.
have 380 GPM, but Gauntlet
Gauntlet's
has
360.
360.
No, Gauntlet definitely got way more in mid than he should have, and as a result of the double tap early on, they did lose the Bloodlust, but they then turned it around and got a couple of counter kills, which Gauntlet was front and center for. So having the level advantage, and then some solid ganks to that top lane as well. He's 4-on-1, so just been doing a lot.
I'm still worried about Tempest not having boots. Like he has an Astro but no boots.
Now he has boots.
Okay.
The
Speaking of
Hellborn
devil,
had
like
destroyed a Legion tower.
Did Tempest think he was Ophelia or something?
Yeah, maybe.
I sometimes even get like boots on Ophelia as first item if I want to go aggressive. It's
Yeah,
you beat Tempest every single time. If you're against a Tempest with an Ophelia and you get boots and like regen, you just walk him down. Like you get a
Yeah.
creep and kill his elementals and you get the elemental farm, which is
Yeah.
insane. Only Oogie is kind of a trash Congo killer. Although
Yeah.
Gauntlet is really strong at
Helping
it.
a lot, yeah. So they got the Tempest on the levels here as well as the Dancler, and they are taking this Conqueror down. It's not going particularly quickly, but looks like it will fall here, and Oogie will pick up a token. Oogie a great token carrier as well. He likes to come back with all his manas and health.
Although his ultimate does have a really long cooldown.
Yeah.
Kongor
Like
has been
Oogie,
slain.
one way to beat him is just to make sure that he wastes his ulti, kind of like a berserker. And he's like the magical version of berserker in a way.
I think he's a little bit better than Berserker because Berserker
Yeah, berserker
has
doesn't.
an issue staying
go-
alive.
Yeah, exactly.
Berserker
But
gets batted more easily.
if berserker's ultimate also gave him lifesteal, that would make him
That'd be
good. I
great.
think.
The
Oh,
Legion
just
had
gonna pick off
destroyed a
Priceless on the
Hellborn
engineer.
tower. The
They
Legion had
jump past him,
destroyed a
and
Hellborn tower.
Hellborn gonna push straight down middle, brand new token on Oogie, and Legion counter pushing the top lane, which is fine. Actually take
And
two towers
they
to the
got two
bottom. Yeah.
towers. I
Speed 2-2 in
think
the
this is. I think this is favorable for the Legion side because now they also have the PK on the Behemoth, and
Yeah.
soon the PK on Zane as well,
Yeah.
which is a pretty big deal. Oh, the hook! But
Bottom lane, missed it. No, it's fine. Corrupt Disciple's just like, bye.
that was a pretty insane hook though.
No, no Gauntlet Blast means no kills.
Yeah.
Even with
CD.
Gauntlet Blast, I don't think he would have
He's pretty
died.
tanky. He has a Mighty Blade because he's working on that Shrunken Head, so no huge surprise there. Going to be early Shrunken on Imboboy, and that's going to mean he's not going to take very much damage from this Hellborn side. And by not very much, I mean none.
Although Gauntlet is quite strong versus Shrunken. If Gauntlet manages to bait out the W, because, you know, I feel that CD should probably use it on Gauntlet because he'll probably do a lot of auto attack damage with the passive Enfeeble.
Canceling the Eruption on the Oogie, that's going to be put on cooldown as well. They're going to try to run away, but Behemoth now going to be in a lot of trouble. He's going to have to be able to cancel his Torque, but here comes Gauntlet. That's one kill. Magma's going to be able to port away, and he should be just fine.
Massacre.
That was an iffy initiation. They realized pretty quickly, I think, that they weren't going to be able to kill the Oogie, but I don't know why you'd cancel the eruption. It was halfway from going off, and you literally get one more second on it, and at least it'll do a whole lot of damage. It's not like Oogie can cancel it. It's very strange.
Looking at the drafts
Sorry.
now, I'm like, Hellborn has a really nice draft with the Oogie, but only if the Oogie got farmed. That was the condition.
Kendor, good farmer.
Okay, you wanted to say something, Borbeater? Sorry for constantly talking too
Oh
much.
yeah. I guess the only reason
Oh, two lots, sorry. Imboboy gonna get jumped in the middle lane by Rhapsody and Gauntlet, but they will be able to turn this around. Magnus with a very nice stun. Here comes Army of Moms looking for a Kelpfield. Gonna hit it onto two, both Corrupted and TPS Priceless. Corrupted Disciple in a lot of trouble. Will fall in the background. Behemoth does get a counter kill on the Rhapsody. And a pretty nice line stun with that Fissure. Gauntlet getting locked down by the... whatever, Splash gonna finish off him anyway, and in the background, looks like NG will be able to get off a solid energy field, so... It's going to be a 2 for 2, but Hellborn side coming out a little bit ahead as they take out the opposing team's short laner. Behemoth continually trying to stop this push, but looks like that'll be the end of the team fight, which means Borbeater can talk about whatever he was going to talk about if he remembers what it was.
Yeah. I mean, like, the only reason to cancel would be if you don't want the enemy team to know that it's on cooldown. In my opinion.
Why would you want the enemy team to think that your ability is off cooldown if it's not?
Because then they're gonna be scared to fight.
Right, but like... I think a better solution is just not to use it, and then they're scared to fight because they think it's off cooldown, and it actually is off cooldown.
I mean, I'm not saying it's like a big... It's not a big thing, but it's just like a small...
I mean, yeah, I guess I get what you're saying. It's I don't know if that...
Well, because
like,
sometimes the team will be like, oh, Mago's doing a cooldown, he fucked up, let's go push. But then if they're like, oh, we don't
The
know.
Hellborn have destroyed
I
a
get that. I feel like we're trying to find reasons for a misplay, and it's just as simple as he probably just fucked up.
Yeah.
Hi, kitty.
Okay, so right now, actually, I'm rethinking the Hellborn draft. They have a really nice draft because they have Initiation with Gauntlet and Bubbles, and then they have good teamfight because of the Tempest and the Oogie, and they have Push on top of that with Tempest and Rhapsody. It's actually a well-constructed draft. They have a bit of everything, because Oogie isn't good at taking out Kong, for example, or pushing, but Tempest and Rhapsody fixes that.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Oogie pick really saved the draft. I don't think there's any other hero really that could have done it as well.
It's pretty fantastic. It's great against that Corrupted. He's going to provide all the damage that they need, both in an AoE and on individuals. Nice hook onto Kraken! And they just destroy him. No, Behe Portal Key going to be a nice ultimate onto 4. They will immediately burst down the Rhapsody, or the Bubbles, but Rhapsody ult in the background, doing a lot of work. She eventually will be picked off, but that's not going to be enough to allow them to turn this around. Oogie really wants more, but he might be in a little bit of trouble, as that's probably not the greatest plan, and their option going to go off. That will be one kill on Kendorf as his token actually got used. Tempest now going to be in a lot of trouble. Glacial Blasts are going to stun some people, but it's not going to prevent him from getting away, and they will be able to finish off Noobic Noob, so looks like Solaire Club overstayed their welcome a little bit, and...
They could have been patient. They have the late game. They have the late game so hard. Like, this was a one game.
Well,
I honestly thought it was a one game.
I mean, it's 21 minutes and they still do have a lead. But Corrupted has a Shrunken right now, and that's the thing that I've been watching for, because once Corrupted Disciple gets a Shrunken head, how is Hellborn going to hurt him at all? Is my question.
Well,
it has no physical damage.
Well,
according
if he gets hooked.
Yeah, if he gets hooked and immediately bursted down and killed, I guess that could be one thing, but it should be pretty easy to avoid that.
Then it's Behe's job to save the day if that happens.
Yeah, that's true too.
like what happened to the Kraken, that just gathered them all up for a perfect ultimate.
Yeah.
But I really don't like. I see Gauntlet going for a barrier, and I hate it as well as love it in a way.
Yeah.
Like, Oogie should be helped in more ways than a barrier. Like, there's too much damage that isn't actually magic. Like, it's only Behemoth, and Behemoth ulti does more than 400 magical damage. Yeah, and Magnus, but there's too much damage for a barrier, I feel.
I think that's
They
why.
need-
Isn't that why a barrier is valuable? There's a lot of AoE magic damage, so that's going to be 5,000 magic
I guess
absorption.
he's saying he'd rather see a BKB on Gauntlet. I think.
Well,
Or a Bulwark.
they need to keep Oogie alive, like, or just manage to deal more damage in the time. Like a Sheepstick would have been really nice against Corrupt Disciple.
He's got Blink too, so that'd be nice, yeah, I guess. But
Like they need to get good initiation onto their carry or onto Behemoth.
I feel
Because
like
honestly,
the counter jump is so good from Legion though.
yeah,
So like even
I
if
don't
you
know.
blink Sheep the Corrupted, you're not gonna kill him because of what we just saw in the last fight. Is he's gonna survive for just long enough for Magmus Corrupted or Magmus Kraken and Behemoth to come back in, and Engie as well. As oh, get in there and drop an energy field. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't really like the barrier because energy field cancels it, and there's just so much damage. I don't like it. It feels awkward to say this, but there's just too much magic damage for it to be like valuable in a way. It sounds really strange, I know, but it's like
I mean, I
If you
get
have-
it. I get in the sense that like Oogie should probably get a Shrunken Head at some point. At which point, the barrier idol is going to do nothing for him, and it's most valuable when it's going on to Oogie. Which means that if it's not going to do anything for Oogie because he has a Shrunken Head, then it's not doing anything for the team, or it's not doing enough for the team in general because it's like not doing that much. So yeah, I think for the time being, it's going to be nice. If and when Oogie picks up a Shrunken, then it's going to be a lot less helpful.
I guess the sense of pushing, like slowly, it'll negate like a corrupted tidal
That's true.
electric tide and maybe like a Beheat fissure. But yeah, it's a lot of AoE damage coming from Legion.
but
think
I
so.
feel I guess it'll save a Bubbles from being one-shotted.
Potentially. He's only got
That's the
1,000
main
health.
thing. But now Behemoth is level 11, meaning didn't he have like a level 1 ulti
Yeah.
just now and it dealt that much damage?
Yeah, I did a lot to turn this fight around anyway. Gauntlet blast in there. Eruption to get charged up once again and cancelled, so we're already having some issues with consistently getting those eruptions off. We saw it earlier in the top lane board. He's had a couple of good things. Short what are you doing?
I am preparing to go sleep, so I think that I'm gonna call it a night now because I have school and such
Fair
things.
enough.
Yeah, okay.
Fair enough.
I hope you miss me,
I'll always
And-
miss you.
Quincy.
What?
Although what you were saying on the podcast was very likely, I'm
Oh.
very sad that you still mentioned it.
What, me giving away all of PI's secrets, or the idea that you're probably going back to gold?
That was just like the worst betrayal known to man.
What's
But
Where the podcast was today, so I basically went on the podcast and I was like, "Here's how to beat Prime Icarus." I didn't really give anything away that that people couldn't have seen that from like watching
Yeah,
your
okay.
games, because that's where all of my information comes from. Essentially, it's not
Then
like
we
I
got
sit here and
Red
get all your
and
secrets.
Parasite. That's one.
so Shorken's useless without Parasite.
I didn't
which is
say
a lot,
useless.
right?
I said Shuriken's a very good jungle player, and he knows how to play a bunch of different good heroes. But you have to ban Parasite because he's much better on Parasite than he is on other heroes.
Okay.
That's what I said. It was a positive thing that your Parasite is so good, people need to ban. Is what I said.
Okay.
At least that's what I meant. Maybe people were confused as to how I said it because I can be confusing sometimes. But either way,
Okay. Anyways, they're taking Kong, and
Yes.
TPS Priceless should have seen this happening with that ward that he has right there.
maybe they just don't care. I don't know. Imagine why.
I don't know why they don't.
Yeah,
care, like,
they should care. By the way, Frostbolt Skull picked up on Oogie.
perfect item. Yeah.
It's gonna make him
So that
real
people
tanky.
can't-
Been slain.
So that people can't get away, but he should get like a sheep stick and a PK as well, and then he's got like.
So he's
Top lane?
getting those items because of the barrier idol, right?
Noob McNoob is in on this Kraken. Two-man fissure will stop that. He's going to solo hole the Kraken. They really, really, really want to kill him, and they're going to be able to do so. But, wow, that was a lot of emphasis put on that Kraken to make sure he died.
Yeah, that's the Susan
certain-
Kraken.
Yeah.
that's done like almost nothing this whole game.
All right.
Anyways, bye bye. Good night, people.
Bye.
And
Night.
I hope it's a good cast. Sorry to leave this way.
Insania. You're playing Insania is what you're doing.
I understand, you know, when your mom says it's time for bed, it's time for bed.
Pretty much. You have to get in bed and read a book together. I used to do it with my mom all the time when I was.
Legion had destroyed a Hellborn
7.
tower.
Anyway, bottom lane, Kelphiel going to Magnus, but he'll just pour it out, as Bolos has no other way to cancel the TP, and he managed to get a tier 2 tower there as well, so... Tower exchanging in favor of the Hellborn side in general, as they have more tier 2s left than Reason do. Sheep's gonna pick them on Magnus, and... Boogie's gonna hate that. Solo CC tools are gonna be a problem for him. Corrupted Disciple is going for the Staff of the Masters. He's picked up the Glowstone and Mighty Blade, so he's about 600 gold off of that. 1300 saved up, looking for the Quick Blade and Neophyte's Book. Let's see what else. Kraken has a Portal Key, not a huge surprise, but he has a Portal Key and a Push Book and a Neophyte's Book, so he's going for Storm Spirit, is my guess.
Yeah. Unless he's going for Grimoire.
That would make sense. Neophyte's Book builds a lot of stuff. Gnome's Wisdom too, I think.
Maybe.
Yeah, it does. Neophyte's Book builds into Codex, Lightbrand, Gnome's Wisdom, Tablet of Command, Puzzle Box, Staff of the Master, and Storm Spirit. That's 7 items that you can get.
So if you don't know what you want to get, just buy one of those.
Pretty much. It's one of those. I think it might be the most versatile item in the game. It's at least very high up on the list. So, could be a lot of stuff. Could be the Storm Spirit. Wouldn't mind the Gnome's Wisdom. That'd be okay. They don't do that much casting, but it's generally a solid aura.
It's definitely the Storm Spirit.
Yeah, it's a Storm Spirit. Which is okay. I mean, Corrupted already is a Shrunken, so that's not going to work very well in conjunction with the Shrunken Head. I guess they want it for Oogie. When he's in his ulti form, they can Storm Spirit him and wait for it to wear off.
Nah, it's definitely a Grimoire.
You should stop changing your mind. It's very confusing. Anyway,
We'll find out soon if he buys something at 875 gold. Oh.
I kind of hope it's not a Storm Spirit, to be honest. I don't really like that item. I think it's too expensive. He's not buying anything, but he doesn't have a lot of inventory space either, so it's not the biggest deal. He wants to save for buyback at some point too. Top lane, he is pushing that in a little bit. Football's going to counter push it for a little while, and okay, so we're 30 minutes in or so, and we're about 16 to 9 hero kill up for Solaire Club. They're 5k gold and 3.5k experience in the lead. I'm off the side on the bottom lane looking for something. And he's just going to TP away. What is that horrible noise?
Sorry, that's a roommate using a pressure cooker.
This guy. Anyway,
That's I think he's gonna go for the solo kill here on the Rhapsody.
yeah. I think he can get it. In fact, I'm sure he can get it. All those creeps around?
Wait for the dance floor to wear off.
Yeah, it did.
Go now!
Alright, so he has the enchant totem up.
Wait,
Yeah,
is he trolling?
He doesn't want it.
Oh, he doesn't want to waste his ult. He wants NG? I don't know.
That was interesting. Ward of Sight gets placed right next to Ward of Rev in the Hellborn Woods. That'll be countered real fast. Haha.
Decent rev ward. Most people wouldn't really rev ward there.
Sucks to be priceless. So, I don't know, I mean, I keep going back to this whole Corrupted Disciple has a Shrunken Head, what's Oogie going to do against this? Now they have a Sheep Stick for the Oogie. They also potentially have a Storm Spirit for the Oogie from the Behemoth. I kind of feel like, sure, Oogie's a big problem in this game, but is he actually going to do any realistic damage to anybody? And is his ultimate going to wear off before
I don't know.
he comes out of CC? which is going to be
I
an
mean,
issue.
he's looking at a Magma stun, like Behe ulti, and a Kraken ulti. Probably aimed at him,
Yeah.
but maybe not. Maybe Kraken ulti saved for Tempest.
Behemoth? Oh, he will be okay. Push books himself forward. A little bit scared. And when is he Shrunken
But he
picked
wouldn't.
up on
He wouldn't. He would
Tempest?
never admit that he was scared. Sure.
So we have Shrunken Head picked up on Tempest as well, and so he'll have a Blink Shrunken for his ultimate, so the only cancel available for the Legion side will be the Kraken ulti. Which means Zane's going to have to be very, very careful about his positioning, and if he's not, that's going to be dead. He's getting 530 GPM, so he's massively outfarming pretty much everybody on this team. Bray has managed to keep his GPM really, really high. 470 gold per minute on him. He's still outfarming the Corrupted. And he's been the top farmer for a reason for pretty much this entire game. He's got 2,400 gold saved up on top of that PK push book and sheep stick combination.
His TP's on cooldown.
Yep. And they're going to push in on the Hellborn side. There is no token of life. And Oogie just sitting in the front lines going, I've got a Shrunken, I've got an Icon, I've got a Frostwolf in the background. Actually, they will catch the Behemoth. He is going to get a counter stun off. He gets the ultimate off, but not doing too much. Eruption in the background right into the Tempest ulti, though. I'm not sure if this is going to be enough. They will be able to kill him as well on the Magnus. Corrupt Disciple has a Shrunken Head up. He's looking for some auto attacks to come through. And the rest of the Hellborn side is spreading away. Behemoth with buyback. Going to get 2 men on the Fissure, and Corrupt is going to start to clean up in this fight. Rhapsody will be chased down and killed as well. In the background, Oogie looking to get a counter kill onto Kraken. That's probably going to happen. Yeah, and Corrupted Disciple's Shrunken Head has now worn off, so he can start to go crazy. There goes Engineer. And Corrupted Disciple going to get chased down a little bit too. And running through the energy field, going to slow him down. Magma's coming back in with a sheep stick. Here comes Behemoth with the stomps. And they might be able to burst this Oogie down for long enough. Yep. It's a bit of a problem because of all the CC tools they have on the Legion side. That Oogie just cannot manage to keep himself up and continuously casting. Once that happens, he dies. So.
Oh, but that was Behe buyback at the least. I don't know if it was a Magnus buyback.
It was a Magnus buyback. Yeah, he died. That was definitely Magnus buyback.
So your Shrunken Head can't last for buyback.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's true. So there aren't too many more times that Reason can do that, but Solaire Club got just about the best initiation that they could look for. It still came out pretty well in that team fight. Managed to kill the Oogie and several members of Solaire Club. I think Bubbles might have been the only one that lived. Nope, he died. Jisman died, Kandorf died. I believe Stanmarch and Rhapsody also died.
No, Rhapsody lived.
Did she? She was getting chased down. She had no health. I was looking at that.
She
like,
lived.
where is her death? She should have been dead. Anyway, she will kill the Behe Yellow. Not that big a deal. And Solaire Club is still up, but their lead is a little bit less than it was before. And Noob needs to stop solo holing people too. Because that's not helping. Congo will be back up in a few seconds as well. And if they get out of token and bananas, could be good.
Yep.
But it's pretty damn even at top lane. They will manage to catch out Bubbles and lock him down for plenty of time. They get the kill, start pushbacking themselves away. Gauntlet will get a beautiful hook onto Behemoth, so they're going to get 1 counter kill out of this. Pretty much no question as his portal key's getting cancelled. Maybe they won't get a kill. PK away. Never mind. That's real bad. Middle lane, meanwhile, they're going to look for Engineer and they will catch him. So, they do end up getting a kill, but not really where they wanted to. Gauntlet's kind of spotting up this Magnus here, but nobody's going to get jumped. And
Kong's up.
yep, so Kongor going to be immediately gone for by the Hellborn side. Bound Eye on Rhapsody is going to allow them to deward. Priceless feeling salty about that again, I'm sure. There's been some good counter warding from Solaire Club overall this game. The lack of vision right now is a bit of an issue. Hellborn side have a ward of sight in the bottom river. Legion have one in the top river, but other than that, there is not too much warding going on the map right now. A couple of wards of Rev as well. Bandai from Rhapsody is not going to help the situation for Reason Gaming. They now have to kind of hang out here. Rev ward goes down right next to ward of sight that was just Blaze. Gegson going to hit on Cannondor, but they don't have any real follow-up for that, so they will leave it alone. Okay, so they are backing off a little bit, and this might be Hellborn's cue to go in for the Kongor, as Nier is in the bottom lane. Bray looking to run top. Kongor down reasonably quickly, considering it's just 2 heroes.
Kongor has been
I guess they're
slain.
gonna lose top for this.
Might lose a tier 2, yeah. They will lose a tier 2. Glyph going out, and they're going to bring 1 port in. So the tower's dead. Will it be denied? Yes, it will. And counter sheepstick though onto Bubbles. That's real bad. Not the worst trade, losing a hero in order to deny. And they also get
I
Kraken
don't know
ultimate
about
out of it.
using Kraken ulti.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So, not the worst trade for Solaire Club overall. Bubbles really isn't super important to this team fight on the Hellborn side. Meanwhile, the bottom lane, though, it looks like Nier on the Behemoth is going to get caught out and killed as he continues to try to push the base. So we have a token of life right now on Oogie. Bananas are up on Gauntlet, and they're probably going to want to push sooner rather than later, because Oogie is going for a Grimoire, actually, and he'll have that 400 gold. Very, very late Grimoire.
Yeah. You sure it's a Grimoire and not
He just bought an Ultimate Orb, so
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing that, yeah. Also, Dawnbringer would be iffy considering he already has a Frostwolf.
Yeah, I guess. I was just thinking maybe he wanted more move speed.
Wouldn't be particularly efficient. Top lane Bray is continuing to try to push this, as they really don't feel like fighting without Behemoth. Behemoth does have a buyback, but anyway, a bunch of Engie Mine's going to do a lot of damage to that Oogie, and he's not feeling great about it. We'll come back in here and start to bang down on this tower. Glyph of Fortification going to prevent that for a while, though. Top lane, looks like Bubbles trying to lock down this Magnus for a while, gets sheeped and stunned, and that will be Magnus's cue to back off. Oogie taking a fair bit of damage in this fight. Has his Grimoire finished if he wants it. But the issue is going to partially, yeah, so he will buy the Grimoire, and it looks like they're going to back off for a little bit. He's a little concerned.
They could have just used the bananas on Oogie.
Yeah. And they might do that. Gauntlet's kind of sitting here as if he wants to give him the bananas. And nope, instead Gauntlet going to jump in the middle lane on the Behemoth. Once again, they're going to get the Storm Spirit down, but it's not going to save his life. As Nier gets caught, and now he doesn't have a buyback. So this is going to be a mid-tower. I don't know if it's going to be Rax. We do have Kraken ulti back available. They got Eruption, and they of course have the boosted Corrupted Disciple ultimate, so...
I think it should be a Rax. Slow one.
Sorry, you do or don't think it should be a Rax?
I think it should be a Rax.
Yeah, and we'll jump on the energy. He will drop the energy field, but a Shrunken Head Oogie does not care. He's diving real far for this, yeah, and he needs to get back up because that's not great. Release Kraken be right on his face. Bubbles trying to get away from this. Won't be able to do so. Gets sheeped out as he puts the kill field onto 2. Wraps the ult in the background. Will save him for the meantime, but not for long enough. And she gets stunned, and that looks like it will be the tier 3 and nothing more. As the Hellborn side back off. So not the greatest play right there. Premature Shrunken Head from Oogie, I think, and then trying to chase people down while they just ran away from him. Nice hold by Reason.
Yeah. Guess he got baited to dive in and couldn't get anything out of it.
Yeah.
Too slow.
His teammates were not really interested in diving tier 4 towers for good reason. And this is the point where you'd think maybe a sheep stick on Oogie would have been better than Grimoire. Just thinking. As,
Yeah, I think it was a bad choice.
I mean, sheep stick Oogie, that guarantees a kill. Like, you're gonna get at least one kill out of that anyway. Tempest in the top lane, gonna be in a lot of trouble as he's getting locked down and killed. He's not gonna get the Tempest ulti off, and he wouldn't have mattered anyway. Oogie's definitely in. He will get one kill. Gut for the Goddess gonna do some stuff. He's gonna try to log up, but he will use the token right here. And here comes Gauntlet back in. Gauntlet blast onto Bray. He's gonna die. Already used the eruption, and just was gonna be counter killed. Now Corrupted Disciple putting in all sorts of damage onto this Oogie. Finally pops Shrunken Head. Kraken made a lot of trouble. There he goes. Corrupted Disciple, Shrunken Head is off cooldown, and now CD is getting wrecked by the Oogie. But the keg's done! Priceless clutch. And ends up being a 3 for 4 as Oogie goes ham on the Legion team. Ends up paying for it, but not the worst fight, considering how it started for Solaire Club. And obviously pushing the bottom lane. Not bad. So Solaire Club might actually get another tower out of this. This Rhapsody's pushing this reasonably effectively, actually. Yep. So there's going to be a bot tier 2 tower kill for Solaire Club. Bubbles in the middle lane trying to work on the racks a little bit, but he really can't do too much. We'll take care of the keg stun and be forced to back off as Behemoth is back up alive. And Rhapsody needs to be kind of careful about where she is and what she's doing, because here comes Behe with the port, and he's going to jump in on top of Stand March. Good, no, portal key away from Rhapsody. Actually, she has a portal key. I didn't even realize that. She's farmed, man. 235 GPM on this Rhapsody.
Portal key, investment, gem.
Not bad.
I mean, I guess it's not a high GPM number, or not like super high.
It's pretty high for a hard support in a solo support lineup.
I think the sad part is that it's higher than Bubbles.
Yeah. Tempest has Refresher now, too. So you look at this Solaire Club team across the board, they actually have some pretty good farm. And much less so on the Legion side. You have those two top farmers, Magmus and Corrupted, compared to Oogie and Tempest, but after that things fall off pretty significantly.
Yep. Can't tell if that was a baby or your cat.
It's my cat. It's not a baby. There are no babies in my house, which is good. She's in that state where she's not really sure what to do. Anyway, across the Ancients, Hook not going to connect from Gauntlet, tries to go for it, doesn't land it. And Corrupt Disciple Illusion's going to be popped in the background. Tempest Ultimate going to be connecting, though, onto a couple. They will be able to burst on the Kraken right off the bat. Now, Corrupt Disciple is also going to fall, and that's a really, really bad situation for Reason Gaming. They do have buyback on CD, but not on the Kraken. So a nice hold from Noob McNoob as he actually does manage to hit multiple people with it, but he actually used his Refresher hole there. Which
yeah, I don't think he needed to.
Yeah, pretty sure he didn't, in fact. Background Eruption gonna get charged up onto a couple of heroes. Rap's gonna die right off the bat as the VE comes in with the ultimate as well. They look at the Sheep Stick in the background onto Army of Mums, but I don't know if there's gonna be enough damage. Kelthrill goes down in the background. Looks like Behemoth will be falling. Corrupted Disciple with Shrunken Head. Gonna try to chase down some people and kill them. Engineer dies though. Eul Scepter gonna go through. Not Eul Scepter. Shrunken Head. Man. Storm Spirit on Oogie. Still gonna die. And CD's buyback. Very, very important.
Times like that, you regret not having your ulti. Tempest ulti, I mean.
Yep. Would have been nice. So, solid buyback from CD, but we are getting to the point now where Reason Gaming have to be wary of their buybacks because there's none left on Corrupted. There's only one on Behe and Magnus. So, if they take another bad engagement like that, then Corrupted won't be able to save them.
Destroyed a Hellborn tower.
And they do have other sources of damage on this Legion team, so it's not like they just need Corrupted to be in these fights, but they also kind of need Corrupted to be in these fights. And then we're going to drop Sheep Stick onto just in the background. We're absolutely looking for the initiation. Gauntlet Hook not going to connect as portal keys go off left and right. So So Reason Gaming countering the mid tier 3 tower with one of their own. And now they're going to look to reinitiate actually as Kraken is here. Tempest Ultimate is still on cooldown. They're going to release Kraken right on Gauntlet's head. Rhapsody Ult in the background going to save a lot of damage. They will eventually cancel that, and they'll still kill Gauntlet. That's going to be 2 for nothing, but here comes Candor. Corrupted Disciple, Shrunken Heads are up all over the board. Corrupted Disciple in the background getting it locked down. Glacial Blast will be dispelled, but there goes the Kelpfield. And CD is going to fall here, not after he gets a kill onto Tempest. Is he going to die? Is he not going to die? Oh, that's really bad. Corrupted Disciple is eventually going to get out of there. Now Shrunken Head is popped onto Candor. Oogie, and they will looks like to get a kill on Magnus. Nope, can't kill him either. They're just having immense problems finishing people off. Eruption coming back through, actually Braying gonna die as a result of that. That was really a bit of an iffy play. He's also gonna counter on to Behemoth, considering that Gift of the Goddess is gonna do all sorts of work. Now, Engineer, there's not enough mana on Oogie to drop even one Tarquake, but now he's got it back because of his...
It reduces mana cost after a while.
Right clicks, and he's gonna get that kill too. So, hat trick from Cannondorf.
Killed the eye. But...
Yeah, well, I guess he could have picked it up. He does have inventory space. Oogie,
oh no, I mean,
hard to kill.
Engineer killed the...
Oh.
He dropped it and killed it right before he died.
Never mind. So, this is a pretty even game.
Yeah.
Reason Gaming slightly behind on gold, but up on experience. And
Hellborn's
Kongor?
about to have their double hole again, though, so...
And Kongor.
I favor them. And Kongor.
So if we get another token on Oogie and another set of bananas, I think Reason's going to have some trouble winning this, and this should be a free Kongor kill as we still have death timers on both Engineer and Magnus.
Maybe they're gonna wait until they have 3 stacks of bananas on Oogie.
Well, they already used one, so it's going to be a while. CD Elite is coming in. We'll spot out the Kong. I just don't think they can get over here in time to kill it. And Reason Gaming realizing that pretty quickly. Let's see how long Kong is. And that's going to be another token of life on the Oogie.
Has been slain.
Let's see who picks up the bananas. It's going to be Ganondorf, or Jismin once again on the Gauntlet. And they're looking for initiation on the Legion side. I got Behe, Magnus, Kraken, all, and Corrupted Disciple all sitting up there, but they're going to find them, and Portal Keys are going to start to go away. Release the Kraken in the background. Onto just one, though. Kelpfield's going to go down. Near going to be bursted right off the bat. Rhapsody Ultimate doing a ton of work. Finally mini canceled by the NG Keg, but here's a Tempest Hole. That's going to lock everybody down. NG walking into it. Second Tempest Hole, and they don't even need it. It's not going to matter. That's going to be an annihilation from Cannondorf as he cleans up in the fight. And CC vote going out for Reason. Solaire Club looking like they're going to take game 1 here. Eruption in the background as Bray is trying to save this desperately, but he can't even kill the Rhapsody. And that's going to be a game 1 victory for the Solaire Club, as Reason Gaming were unable to deal with Oogie and his awesome potential. So.
Damn. And Reason has been 2-0ing a lot of people, right?
Yeah, they have. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Legion was trying their best to kill the Tempest because they knew he had double ult, but lived on like 100 HP and got the double ult off, so it's over there.
And that Rhapsody Ultimate in the last fight as well, pretty super amazing, as it went out for a very long time and saved a crap ton of damage. So Solaire Club looking pretty great in that game, and we'll see if there's an Oogie ban in game 2. It would not surprise me, but Reason not really expecting to lose games in this series, I wouldn't imagine. So I think they have to be pulling some stuff out of the back pocket at this point to avoid going down to the losers bracket at this stage. They really do not want to do that. Either way, game 1 is over, and we'll move it on to game 2 in just a moment.